Hi, my name is Katie Lewis, and I'm a student on the OCA third year course. And my project work is currently on raising awareness of the menopause. So I wanted to talk through my practice and how my ideas come about, and really where I take them and how I develop them. A lot of my subject matter, I'm looking for research on both menopause, women's issues, but also on contemporary work from artists. This one's about Tracey Emin and Monk. I do a lot of research with pulling out articles from magazines, looking online, and also watching documentaries from artists. And I gain inspiration from really a variety of sources, a lot on social media, and it's interesting how things lead on from one thing to the other. And so from my research, I also look at how I feel as a woman going through the menopause. I talk to other people through surveys and interact that way. So I gather a lot of different ideas and tend to put them down both figuratively and textually into my sketchbook work. So from my sketchbook work, I will look at different ways, working through different ideas, sketching in a pencil first and then bringing it in to colour, and then looking at how I would develop some textile work through textiles, through fabrics, and through using different stitching and different cottons, embroidery threads, wools, and all sorts of media in that way. Just want to show one of the projects I'm working on at the moment. This one is something that initially I laid the fabrics down. Now I pre-dyed these because I want to convey hot sweats. I work in pinks and reds, and sometimes bring in a bit of purple and sometimes bringing in orange. I want to convey the colours of the hot sweats and what I'm feeling, and night sweats. This one was thinking about how the body actually exists in a night sweat, but also the space it leaves after that sweat. So there was, this is bed linen, that a pillow up there, a bed sheet, and some blankets, woolen blankets that I'd been given. So I dyed those. And then I was thinking about where the body sits in that area. So I was thinking about the actual awareness of that space. And now this is a close-up of where the pillow and how the body would, the head particularly, would actually bring the pillow down. So that would create a surface, a different surface to the body onto the bed linen, because that's a much more raised element in the whole piece is the pillow. Stepping away from there and reflecting for a bit, because I had the idea and I was rushing to look at different ideas, putting things down on paper. I wanted to step away and write what I felt that body was like, what I felt that night sweat was right. So I put lots of different information down here about where does the heat come, what does it do to my body, and how does it engulf it. From those thoughts, I developed some sketching and thought about how the thrown off blanket would not lie flat, it would have peaks. So this is almost a bit like a mountain range. And then again, like I was saying, the head is very, very heavy, so it would depress the pillow. And that was some thoughts about how I can make this more 3D. Again, I sketched out some more ideas on the colouring, the lightness of the bed linen to the warmth of the body, and then the deepness of the blanket. So there were some thoughts going around how I could develop this and where the positioning of the elements were going to go in my final piece. And then finally at this stage, I wanted to actually have a look about the scale. And this is very faint, you probably can't see it, but actually what I've done is sketch out a frame that I wanted, and my friend built me the frame, and I'm going to stretch the actual bed linen over this frame, and I will show you this in a second.